Okay, so I am now live and oh, okay, hold on a second. Can I turn this over? Oh, darn. Okay, whatever. All right. So some people like to do a lot of research and uh like really practice a lot before they do something, but in this case, I'm just doing it and seeing what happens. So that's pretty much my MO, is rip the band-aid off and then check later to see if it worked. Okay, so I have weird stuff happening on my screen. I'm super curious to know if you can even hear me. Interesting. Hold on a second. Wonder what that is. I wish you could see it. Okay, anyway, hello to whoever just showed up. Hey, Clarice, what's up? Okay, so oh, thank you very much. That's very helpful. You can hear me, thank goodness. This is ridiculous. If you have never done a YouTube live, then I'm here to tell you it's kind of feeling like I decided to take a little flight off of the side of a cliff with nothing but a sheet for wings, pretty much. Hi, Corey. Oh, Corleo. Hello. Anyway, so what I thought I would do today is the video that I was gonna shoot. I just wanted to talk a little bit about something that I want to do this year that I haven't mentioned yet. And I wanted to see if anybody else is interested in this thing. I've been seeing a lot of this no buy 2025 thing. And I'd like to do a no buy art supplies in 2025. Because guess what? I have a lot of art supplies and um, I could go probably a really long time without buying any. And like, I don't know if you hoard your art supplies or accidentally buy way too many also, but I think that it might do something to my creativity to just know that I have like too much. And I did have two studios at one point, which made things even worse because I would be like, where's my ultramarine blue? Ah, and then go get a tube so that I could have it at the other studio. Anyway, so my plan is to purchase maybe not zero art supplies, but I'll just say if I need to buy anything, it's going to be from a very local, very small art shop. And I'm going to aim for zero, but I'll tell you right now, I'm low on Arches oil paper. So, but this is the cool thing. Like maybe. Oh yeah, exactly, Roar Tribe. My creativity goes way up with limits. Go for it. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. So I wanted to tell you a little story about when I had this really amazing therapist, an archcoholic, exactly. I also am one. Um, so I had this therapist who was helping me through a rough time, and I think I was maybe 30 at this point, and she was an art therapist, but I noticed that as an art person that the art therapy was actually getting in the way because I sort of go into art mode or therapy mode. But she sort of gave me this homework to go home and do certain kinds, just make art, basically. And during this tough time, I had managed to get rid of a lot of my stuff. This was way pre Marie Kondo, but I had purged a lot of things because I was trying to get like a new chapter of life. And I'd given all of my art supplies away to a friend for some reason. Like I had just decided, blank slate or whatever. So I had zero art supplies at home, except, maybe a pencil. And so she said, go home and make art. And so I said, okay, cool. Yeah. So I'll stop at the art supply store on the way home. And she said, no, don't buy anything. Just go home and make art. So I was like, okay. Um, all right. And she said, maybe eventually you can buy some art supplies, but right now, just like, don't buy anything. And so I went home and I looked around my house and I found an old um, big pad of paper, like sketch paper. And I had pencils, but I decided maybe I would try something different. So I wound up drawing with a glue gun, and I made this kind of transparent lined drawing. And I probably could find it. Wouldn't that be cool? I mean, let me tell you, it's not really, it's kind of more yellow now because this was like what? It's like over 20 years ago. But I think I'm gonna see if I can find it. Hold on a second. So the point is, um, I think that that's really stuck with me, is that I don't want to have buying something sort of take the place of creativity. And just like somebody said just now, limitations really do breed creativity. So I think there won't be like a limitation of running out of paint, but there might be a limitation of running out of some of my favorite colors. I wonder if it's going to be in here. I will be so happy if it's in here. I have seen it in oh well. Okay. Well, eventually I'm going to show it to you. All right. So, if you buy things not needed, then I tend to struggle with getting it used. But if it is one of my few items, it is easy to see its use. Exactly. Yes. Okay. So I've been thinking a lot about creativity and having too much stuff and consumerism and just money. Last year, I did a different video where I talked about how much money I had made in 2024. And even though it was a pretty good number for me, the truth is that I'd also spent so much money trying to try new things out, like a tent fee and a heat press in order to make these tote bags. And I'm almost sold out of those tote bags, so it definitely paid for itself. But I was thinking maybe this might be a year where I'm not buying a bunch of things and instead making items that I could sell, and then perhaps, I don't know, make a profit. Like a decent profit. And and if I don't make a decent profit, at least I'm not losing money. Do you know what I mean? So the only thing that I really want to make sure I spend money on this year is uh, entering into not competitions, but like group shows, and sometimes those have a little fee. And so I definitely have room in my budget for that. But I'm super curious to know, like, if I just spend this entire year trying to use up what I have, how that will feel at the end. It's kind of like the art supply version of eating your fridge, you know, like right before your grocery trip, how you make these crazy weird dishes with whatever you have in your produce drawer, and like you pull out a can of beans and then you make this strange stir fry, and then your fridge is nice and empty and ready for new stuff. And uh, that's even better because you're not actually wasting food, because then it goes bad. And some art supplies do go bad, you know. Shopping after using things up is so much more fun. Oh, I totally agree. Yes. Yes. It's so much more fun. It's more economical. And I don't know, there's something really energizing and grounding about it, right? Art leftovers. Exactly, art leftovers. Um, and like the other day I pulled out a tube of paint that I hadn't used in, yeah, like a couple of years, and it was really, really on its last legs. So that seems like that's an art crime, like letting these poor art supplies go neglected, never to be used. that's just, you know, that's sad. So, and I might also find once I start to kind of pare down a little bit that I might never use it. And so if that's the case, then I need to release it to somebody who can use it, you know? So yeah, so I'm gonna do a no buy art supply 2025 with the little caveat. I think a lot of these no buy people, sorry, somebody's upstairs if you're hearing that creaky sound. Anyway, so a lot of people are doing no buy 2025 right now, and they will oftentimes have little rules for themselves where it's like, okay, but I'm gonna buy groceries, or you know, like the really the the basics. So anyway, okay, and then okay, there's one last thing I want to say, and the reason why I am doing this very first YouTube live of my life. And if you have been on this channel before, then you know that we are doing something called an art series challenge. And it's been really cool so far. Everybody's getting their series together. And on April 11th at 10 a.m. Pacific time, we're going to have a virtual gallery opening where I will share all of these beautiful works that people, and beautiful series that people have created. And I need to be way more proficient at doing a live stream. And so I'm gonna probably do more of these, and I'll probably be a little bit more prepared in the future ones. This has just been, yeah, jumping off the side of a cliff. But I thank you to the 11 humans who are watching right now. I really appreciate you. I didn't even think like, oh wow, somebody's gonna actually be here. I thought I was just gonna talk to myself. Oh, thank you, Clarice. Great first try. I really appreciate that. And let's see. Is there anything else? Oh, do you thank you, Corleo. Am I saying your name right? Corleo? Corleo. Will you tell me? Yeah, this is like a whole different, oh my gosh. This is like a whole different dimension. It's like I have to like I've seen people do live streams, you know, and they're so good at like talking to people, talking back to people. So I don't know. Okay. Yes, Corleo. Okay, great. Hi, Sharon. Thank you. Yeah, like how do people figure out how to talk and then yeah, lives are intimidating. Have you done one before? Oh my gosh. I watched the one on Sunday and it was great. Oh, thank you, Kit. That's cool. So what was I talking about? I don't know. Diane! In for it all. That's right. We are gonna kill it. We're gonna do this art series challenge and it's gonna be super cool. And I think here's something else I'm gonna do, which feels also like super vulnerable and wild, but I think if this works, I don't even know. I'm gonna try to save this and put it in my channel, you know, like this is gonna be a video, maybe, if I figure out how to do it. Because did I read any directions about how to do this? I did not. Nope. So we'll see what happens. Like, do I even know how to stop this thing? I guess yeah. Cool. Anyway, it will stay in my live feed. Okay. Okay. Like, I don't even know what that means. Cool. All right. Well, I'm going to find out really soon, aren't I? Okay. So how many minutes has this been? 14 minutes? I think that's pretty good. And I just want to say thank you again for watching this. And I hope you have a lovely weekend. And I'll see you soon because I need to definitely practice this a lot more. And I'm also going to try to do it from my laptop because that's where the gallery is going to be for our opening. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.